get a check of our weather from Mickey D.
Yes, we are looking at a tornado warning right now in Franklin County. That is along the Alabama-Tennessee state line. So let's walk through it together. Here's a live look at the Power of 5 radar. So this is right down to our south in parts of Franklin County. This system that is continuing to move its way out is producing a little bit of a spin, and that's what we're keeping a very close eye on when it comes to the velocity. You can see it right there. You see how it's trying to hook around just a little bit. So if you are over into the Norwood Creek area, Box House Road, I need you to get to your safe place as we speak. Water Tank Road, get to your safe location. Again, this is in Franklin County, where we do currently have a tornado warning that is in place. It is continuing to make its way just off to our east and going at a pretty decent speed. But of course, with the intense wind and that spinning, that is causing quite the concern. And that's why we do have that tornado warning in place that's going to go with us until 5:15 unless things were to change. So this is for the southeastern portion of Franklin County. When it comes to this, we have that thunderstorm, so it's really loud. And then, of course, now we're starting to see that chance for some spinning trying to take place. So please go down to the lowest level of your home, and we want you to stay safe. It is making its way east, 35 miles per hour. So let me map it out for you when it comes to this system itself. So it's just this one little loop that we are seeing, and you can see it very clear when it comes to the Power of 5 radars. And you look at the velocity and you can see where that hook is right here. So if you are areas just over to Water Tank Road, get to your safe place. Rock Ledge, I need you to get to your safe place right now. Bobtown, go ahead and get to that safe place. Lowest level of your home. This is in Franklin County, down along the Alabama-Tennessee state line. This cell itself is making its way eastward, right around 35 miles per hour. And I'll map that out for you. Obviously, this can and will change as far as the exact timing and location when it comes to this storm. But of course, this does give us a really good indication of what to expect. So please don't be frightened or fearful, but we do have this cell that is showing some pretty decent spinning going on right now in Franklin County. So here's a look at the timeline itself. Right around 5:04, the Crossroads, 5:05, Martin Springs, 5:11, Smithtown, and then 5:19, Jasper. If you are in the path of this storm, I need you to get down to the lowest level of your floor. If you do not have a basement, here's what I want you to do. I want you to go and get to the center of your house. And as you do, say you're in your bedroom or your bathroom and they've got windows, I want you to close the door behind you. As you close those doors, you're getting to the center of your house. If you've got young children, wake them up. I know that is not exactly what you want to do on a Friday morning, but this is showing some rotation with this storm system. So we do have that tornado warning currently with us, and it's going to stay until parts of the 5 o'clock hour. And we're going to keep a close eye on it as it does. Thankfully, it is looking to weaken just a hair, but it is still rotating, and we still have a tornado warning right now. No indication that this is on the ground. This is actually being indicated by the Power of 5 radars. So we're going to continue to stay with you as we keep an eye on this, moving its way eastward, right around that 35 mile per hour mark. So that is giving it a nice forward motion, but obviously it's still gonna be taking some time as it moves through. I'll put it in motion for you, and you actually can see how fast this did start to spin up. And that's the thing with these storms, as we were discussing yesterday, that as they move through, they can get a little bit of that shear, and it does cause them to spin, and it is really fast when that does happen. The good news is it's fast to occur, and typically it is fast to end, but it still can do quite a bit in the way of damage. So we do have that tornado warning. This is Franklin County. I do not want that to get confused with Franklin, Kentucky, or Franklin over in Williamson County. This is Franklin County, where we are picking up that tornado warning right now. And it's going to be with us going on into that 5 o'clock hour, moving eastward, 35 miles per hour. So if you do have young children, this is something to get them up for and go to the lowest level of your home. There is no need to panic. Just go down, get there safely, put on your tennis shoes, and I want you to put on a helmet if you can. Get to the center of your house, and as you're walking to the center of your home, you're going to close the doors behind you. It is better to have all those doors closed, even though that is a doorway and not an exact wall. That does bring a little bit of a barrier, and it is helpful in this type of a situation. So again, we do have that tornado warning, and it is making its way. Leland, you're joining me right now as we continue to keep an eye. It looks better than it did, but we're still dealing with some rotation.
Yeah, that is true, Nikki D. As a matter of fact, seconds ago, they've actually just kind of trimmed part of this warning for us right now. So there you see it down here in the Wayne County area near Cowan for us, and now a little bit to the southeast here of the Winchester area. But at this particular moment, the storm is moving right now toward the east here at about 35 miles per hour. I'll continue to note, as Nikki D has emphasized, so far this is a radar indicated tornado, meaning that what we're seeing right now is being picked up on radar. There's very well defined rotation right in through here, but nothing confirmed on the ground. But nonetheless, if you are down in this area, you need to get into your safe place right now. So with this storm moving to the east here at about 35 miles per hour, those of you in the Sherwood area, this knocks on the door for you at around 5 a.m. The warning itself right now is out until about 5:15. Those of you in Crossroads, the Crossroads 506, if it continues to hold together and hold that spin, those of you in Martin Springs at 5:10, Smithtown 5:13, and in the Kimbrell area at about 5:17. So again, we are in the southeastern corner of the area, so I'm going to give you a wider view of what's up right now. And so you can see that we're talking here on the Tennessee-Alabama state line. So there is radar for us right now in Nashville. We'll give you regular radar. We're in the wind speed mode here at this moment, but there's the regular radar, and you see that activity right now with that very heavy line of lightning as it continues to move into these southern and southeastern areas for us at this moment. So let's go back in. Again, we're now watching this eastern area of Franklin County. So we go back now kind of east and southeast of the Winchester area, down towards Swanee, down toward the Sherwood area. This line continuing to move into the east at about 35 miles per hour. Let's actually go in a little bit closer here in some of this. And they've got a little bit of a notch there that we need to keep an eye out for. Back over near Triple Hill Road. Those of you around Keith Cove Road, go ahead and take cover. That's kind of to the southwest of the Rockledge area there. A couple of other roads that we'll identify, and I'll kind of move this over just a bit as we see down toward the Williams Cove Road. Some heavy rain around Holders Cemetery Road, and then down near Turner Pike Road. Some of that heaviest of the rain right now is in the process of moving your way. But Nikki D again continues to be the southeastern corner, and you've got kind of a good indication again of some of the rotation that we're seeing down the way. And again, so far the rotation within the clouds, nothing confirmed on the ground.
Exactly. This is radar indicated. But I do want to also point out, if you look just north west of Swanee, this is slightly outside of the area, but we are now picking up a little bit of rotation there as well. And something interesting with this is there's not a lot of lightning. I know we've been talking a lot this morning about the cloud to ground lightning. As it gets to you, you do see more of that lightning, but out ahead of it, it's mainly just a lot of wind and rain with the system. So please do not be deceived as it continues to make its way just off to the east, 35 miles per hour. We are looking at two issues in the way of potential rotation, especially that one over in parts of Swanee. That's going to be one definitely to watch when it comes to that. So if you are in Swanee, you should be in your safe place. Over into Sand Switch, you need to get in your safe place. I realize you are outside of the warned area at the moment, but this is going to be something that you potentially need to get down to the lowest level of your home. So we are dealing with two little notches with this system. The current tornado warning is for areas of Franklin County. Again, Franklin County along the Alabama-Tennessee state line. So if you are near over into some of our roads like Lost Cove Road, you need to be in your safe place. Sherwood, anywhere in Sherwood, get down to the lowest level of your home. Right now, it is just some light rain for you, but that's going to continue to move into your area. And as we pointed out, at quite a speed of 35 miles per hour. We'll map it out for you when it comes to the exact location and time frame. As you know, guys, this is not the gospel. The system can move to the north. It can move to the south. To Smithtown, Jasper 521 if this continues to hold together, and that would be 527 in Lads. This tornado warning is going to be one that we're going to keep an eye on in two spots, one of them in which being that notch near Swanee. That is a little concerning. That is outside of the warned cell itself. And then, Leland, we've got some of that rotation now as well, continuing to weaken a little bit. But obviously, this is indicated by the Power of 5 radars.
Yeah, so that's that area there down toward Sherwood, back over near Turnpike Road, and especially those of you around Cold Spring Road. So again, the wider view for everybody. We've got a line of rain and thunderstorms moving through. We talked yesterday about the fact that the heaviest, the severe part of the line would be the leading edge of this, and we've been quiet from a warning standpoint for a while until there was a severe thunderstorm warning down this way, and then that was later upgraded to a tornado warning. So there is a closer view of what's up, and you can see as we narrow the screen, you see the number of lightning strikes go down, but still, just within this area that you see on screen right now, there are nearly 300 lightning strikes that are showing up with this. And then within this area, you've got most of Franklin County under a severe thunderstorm warning. So Winchester, you're not under the tornado warning, but you remain under a severe thunderstorm warning extending back up to near Tullahoma, down toward the Huntland community and back over toward Sherwood. Then this smaller box, which was trimmed just a couple of minutes ago as far as how long or how big that box was for the tornado warning, now down to the southeast of Winchester here for us at the time. So there's the radar in motion over the last couple of hours in that line moving through the region. Right now, it's just 2 minutes away from 5 a.m. The warning right now out until 5:15, but there is the entire county highlighted in yellow for the severe thunderstorm warning. Meanwhile, this area here in red down towards Sherwood to the southeast of Winchester, that's where we have this tornado warning for us right now. So if you're in this area here, down near Cowan, back over near Teneline, down towards Sherwood, go ahead until we give you the all clear. Get into your safe place, whether that's the closet, or the first floor of your home. If you have a basement, go ahead, get to the safe place, grab your TV, grab your iPad, grab your phone, take it with you so that you can listen to us and get information while you are there. But here's the setup for us right now down along State Highway 16 for us. There is another look at radar. So one of the things that we're looking at when we're looking at rotation is we're looking at how the winds are moving. For you, as you look at this, what you want to note is right in through close together right there, then there's where that rotation. Again, we still see it right in through here. Now, with this latest update, not as well defined, but we've got a couple of spots here where there may be some pockets with a little bit of rotation. Again, if you're down toward Sherwood, down toward Teneline, those are the areas there. They may start to clear this area here near Saul City and back over near Cowan in just a bit. But this storm continuing right now to move on off toward the east at a pretty good speed right now at around 30, 35 miles per hour. So we pull this out. It does look like at the moment what they'll do is they may allow this to expire because the warning continues over into the next county, not as a tornado warning right now, Nikki D, but as it goes into the next county for right now, they are under a severe thunderstorm warning. So that may be a good sign there that, yeah, there's still rotation that is showing up, but it continues to weaken as it moves to the east.
Which is definitely a praise report. Here's a look at the timeline for us with where the center of that rotation is. As Leland pointed out, though, it has weakened significantly. There's not near the hook that it had early on, but when you go from that center of rotation, moving its way eastward, 35 miles per hour, the timing of this, 5:09 over in Crossroads. This tornado warning is looking to be with us until 5:15. And as Leland pointed out, if this continues, there's a good chance they're going to clear some of you and then extend it out just a little bit. Smithtown, 5:16. That's when the storm will be headed into your area. Thankfully, the rotation is not as sharp as what it was. Regardless, you're going to have a lot of wind, and we are picking up some reports of some hail mixed in with this. And that is why, as we continue to move its way eastward, right along the Alabama-Tennessee state line, we are dealing with that severe thunderstorm warning as it moves its way out. And I know a lot of you are going, well, what about my house? Because it is so loud outside, and you hear the gusts, you see the lightning. None of these have met the severe weather category or criteria as of yet. The ones we had earlier this morning, barely made it to 55 miles per hour to really get to that level where they needed to be warned on. But we've had several significant weather advisories. Right now, this is our first tornado warning. And thankfully, this is radar indicated, but you need to get down to your safe place as soon as possible. Even though we're saying, okay, the rotation looks better than what it did, you also have to remember, just as it spun up, it can do that yet again. So the National Weather Service continuing to have that tornado warned cell as it makes its way eastward, right around the 35 mile per hour range. So that's going to be one of those things. You don't have a lot of time to get to your safe place because it is moving rapidly. So if you're in Sherwood, you should be in your safe location. Roads right into Sherwood Road, as well as No Business Road, going into Cross Creek Road. All of y'all get to your safe location right now, the lowest level of your home. If you don't have that, you want to go to a location without windows. Sometimes that means getting creative, like a closet. Maybe you have a hall closet. Throw those clothes out and get inside, crunch down, and stay put. Turn the TV up as loud as possible so you can continue to know when it will be clear. Right now, though, they're continuing with this tornado warning. Thankfully, that little notch we were talking about earlier near Swanee, that did not pan out. So that is some really good news. However, this is still looking, you see that rotation with the reds and the greens so close together. And now we're getting a lot of rain to be coincide. So this is looking to have a lot of rain associated with it, which makes it difficult to see. With that being said, please don't go outside. Don't be silly. Stay indoors and get to your safe place. If you're like, I want to get that picture. No, we do not need that. Your safety comes first. There are plenty of cameras on roadways, ring cameras. There's no need for you to step foot outside, especially with it being dark 30. And of course, we're dealing with some of that rotation with this storm system itself. So a lot of wind, and of course, a lot of rain with it. And there's some of that rotation. It is starting to break up just a little bit. But Leland, as we know, with these quick spin ups, just as they do start to spin, they can easily disintegrate and then come pulse right back up.
Yeah, so we've got maybe about another 10, 15 minutes before this particular one moves out of Franklin County. And then that's kind of the tail end of the counties down through here as it moves out of our viewing area into the Chattanooga viewing area. But right here in kind of Sherwood, so southwest of Sherwood, where you see that little pocket of green, is where we've got the possibility still of a little bit of a spin up. So far, again, the good news is, yeah, there was a tornado warning, but the emphasis there, nothing confirmed on the ground for us right now. But here is a wider view. I will note that at the top of the 5 o'clock hour, the severe thunderstorm warning that was out for all of Franklin County has now been allowed to expire. So Franklin County, it's just this area now southeast of Winchester down towards Sherwood that remains under the tornado warning here for about another 10 minutes. As we pointed out a moment ago, as it moves over into Marion County right now, it's going to be extended as a severe thunderstorm warning and not a tornado warning. So that's good news, as that what we're seeing here may be weakening a bit, but still quite a bit of lightning that is showing up. The lightning that you see on the display there is just what you see from this corner of our viewing area. So again, the lightning is just for that part of the viewing area. If we give you a little wider view right now, it's actually closer to about 500 lightning strikes over all of the region, with most of that down to our east and southeast. Still a few lightning strikes showing up as you get into Nashville, as you get back down around Wayne County, and then back into the Lawrence County area for us this morning. But there's a closer view again of what's happening down to our east-southeast. Let me show you what's happening now as we put this in motion. There's a look at the radar in motion right now. And again, for about another 10 minutes, we'll keep an eye on this area of Franklin County. There is still the tornado warning, but again, continuing in the Marion County as a severe thunderstorm warning for us there. There is a closer view for us right now. So you're really south of Cowan. These areas here, Sherwood, back over toward Tonalona, are the key communities for us now. We'll give you a little closer view and see what's happening as far as the winds, and still seeing a little bit of red and green next together, but really not to the severity that we were seeing a moment ago. So it continues to be more of a broad area of a spin here, and not the tight spin that we were seeing a little earlier. So again, that continues to be good news for us. But you're still down around the No Business Road, back over near Sumner Lane, back near Youngs Creek. Some heavy rain, maybe even some stronger winds continuing through here for us right now. And again, right through here, just kind of a little bit of northeast there of Eliza Morris Road is where there may be a little bit of rotation still going on. As you get back to the east of this, you're probably out of the clear, in the clear right now from Box House Road back over toward Hickory Ridge Road and Turnpike Road. And then as we give you a wider view of what's up, this is the corner that we continue to watch, Nikki D. So again, this storm continues to push to the east here at about 35 miles per hour and on its way into Marion County.
And once we can get the clear, we will let you know immediately. As we've been pointing out, this is radar indicated with this storm system itself. So we have not had any indications from a trained storm spotter that it actually has been on the ground. But anytime you've got this kind of rotation, you do want to take it seriously. We'll time it out, still moving eastward right at 35 miles per hour. So right into South Pittsburgh, right around 522, East Hill 530. And we're looking to continue this. Right now, the expiration for this tornado warning is actually at 5:15. Would not be surprised if they do cancel it. The rotation has weakened so much so they're going to expire the tornado warning right as we speak. So that is a praise report from this storm cell. But because it did click up so fast, we're going to continue to keep a very close eye on it because they can quickly spin back up. So as of right now, the tornado warning is canceled. I realize it's still showing up as red on the screen. It takes it a minute to actually coincide because we get the information right at the moment they decide to cancel that. So we do have that severe thunderstorm warning down along the Alabama-Tennessee state line. The rest of you are actually just dealing with some rain. Of course, that is filling in behind this really large line that continues to be incredibly electric, moving its way south and off to the east. We have been dealing with some localized flood issues in some spots, and you can understand why, because some of you have received upwards of 1.25 inches of rain so far, and that is why we do have flood advisories for Franklin. This is Franklin, Tennessee, not Franklin County, Williamson County, and as well as going just over into Murray County, including Spring Hill and Columbia. That is because of all the rain you have had over the past several hours, and it just continues to move on top of it. It started out very electric, and now we're starting to see the cloud to ground lightning calm down just a bit, but we still have a lot in the way of rain that is on the way. The rest of us, yes, it's still showing that tornado warning, but it is going to be expired, and that is going to be some good news for us. As far as any warnings, watches, the only other location down along the Alabama-Tennessee state line is that severe thunderstorm warning that eventually will continue to move its way out. When it comes to any damage reports that we have received, we have not gotten anything associated with this tornado warned cell, which is good, but we have been reporting on several locations with pea-sized hail within some of the cells themselves, and obviously a lot of lightning, Leland, which continues to be a little bit of that electricity kind of gives you a false sense of, is this severe, is this not severe, because it is so electric, but the winds have not met the criteria for a lot of these cells to actually turn into a severe thunderstorm warning.
Yeah, so we'll continue to watch that. And again, you look at the wide view there, quite a bit of lightning for all of us at this particular time right now. But again, the tornado warning for Franklin County has expired. Now, sometimes what can happen when they expire a warning within 10 minutes before it would schedule to expire, it doesn't always clear the system as quickly as it would if it had happened, let's say, 10 or 15 minutes ago. So even though you may still see it here on the screen, even though it may still show a display here, sometimes under 10 minutes when a warning is expired ahead of time, then it takes a little extra longer for that warning to clear. Maybe we'll just stay up there until 5:15. But the good news is no warnings right now inside of the News Channel 5 viewing area. We do have the severe thunderstorm warning now that is down in Marion County, and as we were emphasizing a little earlier, the good news with that was when that warning was extended into Marion County, they did it as a severe thunderstorm warning and not a tornado warning. But the other part of the story right now, still some pretty hefty rainfall that's out there for us right now, still quite a bit of lightning. So right now you're looking at lightning for just that part of our area, and just with what you see on screen, there's about 300 300 lightning strikes. And so that's down to our southeast. Back here in the Nashville area right now, there's a little bit of rain, and we bring this in even into the metro area. It's mainly rain, but a little bit of lightning and a rumble of thunder here. They're still not out of the question. But Nikki D, as we come to a close on this part of this extended coverage for weather right now, that's continuing to move out. Still some strong storms in the southeastern areas, but the rain's more scattered later today into the afternoon.
And so things are going to calm down. This is the most intense type of weather that we will receive throughout the day. And again, just to go over it again, there is a tornado warning listed at the bottom of the screen. It has expired, and as Leland pointed out, it's sometimes hard to get it out of the system, and it does take a little bit, but it is no longer an issue for anyone in Franklin County.
All right, so right now the time is 5:13 as you continue to watch News Channel 5 this morning here on News Channel 5 WTVF.